The question is, how do I take care of my body? So many religions and spiritual traditions have different rules about how to take care of your body. Some spiritual traditions are what I would even say kind of anti-body. Some have rules about what to eat, some not so much. Some have traditions of things like yoga, asceticism, kind of this meaningful hardship where we maybe don't treat the body kindly because we're trying to forget the body. Before I give you some tips about how to properly care for your body as a spiritual seeker, I want to make something abundantly clear. You are not your body, and you do not need to do anything specific to your body to become enlightened or self-realized. All enlightened or self-realized means is that you literally realize that you are not the body. You realize that you are consciousness. And this is the liberation that the teachers speak about, because the implications of that are huge for your own personal experience on this planet. So first and foremost, you don't need to do anything to your body because you are not the body, ultimately. Your body is just a temporary ride. However, having said that, sometimes the body seemingly traps us. We want to realize that we're not the body, but the irony is, or the pickle is that we are not the body, but our body is convincing us that we're the body. And any kind of practice that we do to take care of our body is really in a way for us to help us realize that we are not the body. So it's a balance. If we don't take care of our bodies at all, then our bodies get sick, and then our bodies kind of run the show. If I'm sick or I'm hurt, all of a sudden I have a world of problems. I'm suffering. It's harder to be happy. And that really takes up so much of our energy in our mental space. When you're sick, you think about being sick a lot. Like, oh, I'm sick, right? That's what happens. Obviously, you could get sick for no reason at all, but we could certainly guarantee we get sick if we don't take care of our bodies. So that's one end of this self-care spectrum, is not caring for ourselves at all. The opposite end of that spectrum is taking so much care of our bodies that we become obsessed. We're worried about absolutely everything we eat. We're worried about how clean we are. Then we get into this like weird like purity kick, and we're like way too much consumed about our foods, our bathing rituals, and things like that. And on the extreme end of that, we could become have disordered eating. We could make ourselves mentally unwell that way, because then we get in a headspace like, I'm fat, I'm a piece of shit, I didn't go to the gym today. So that's like the opposite end of this spectrum. We want to be in the middle here, okay? I'll tell you this. The reason why we want to take care of our bodies on the spiritual path is not because it necessarily helps us become enlightened, but because we don't want to feel trapped in our bodies. You're never ultimately trapped in your body, but ultimately the body and the mind are the source of all distractions. It's the source of Maya. The reason why you think you're separate from God and spirit is because we are so obsessed with our own bodies. It's so convincing that we are just our body. Okay? Your body's just a ride, your body's just your vehicle. But in order to get from place to place, we want to take care of ourselves, right? So, if you don't know who I am, I'm the Red Wizard. I am a spiritual medium. And from a very young age, I was very much interested in mysticism and spirituality. And I practiced many different spiritual techniques, meditation techniques, self-discipline techniques from the different mystical traditions, different religious traditions, trying to find God. And I've gone through many different diets, many different yoga practices, many different meditation techniques. I've put my body through lots of different experiments. Okay, I've done a lot of different things, and I will tell you this. I'll make it simple for you. Of all the stuff I've done, of all the meditations and practices I've ever done, literally these are the best things I've ever done for myself as far as it comes to having an even mind, an even energy, and clarity. Exercise moderately 5 days a week. Try to get 8 hours of sleep 7 days a week. And cut back on your drinking as much as you can. There's not a lot of woo-woo there, is there? Right? So, I don't know if you clicked on this video or hoping for something more mystical or weird or like intense. But guys, that's really more than enough. And the discipline it takes for you to do that is more than enough of a challenge, isn't it? Right? So again, you don't need to do anything specific to your body to become self-realized, to become enlightened. But we also don't want to be running around sick and our head absolutely spinning, okay? When we're drinking several days a week, your body is constantly trying to play catch up with itself, trying to heal itself. Your mind is trying to heal itself, detoxify, and as you get older, it becomes more and more evident of that. We want to give our body its due, but really not much more. Now, I come from like a Hindu spiritual tradition, and that tradition sometimes can, and a lot of the people who read about yoga and stuff probably know that it can be that tradition can be very like anti-body, meaning like we see pictures of the sadhus in India that are like super thin and they're sitting in the same spot for months on end and stuff like that. Well, this is the thing. If you live in the West and you're like me, like right now I'm sitting in a chair. When I'm at work, I'm often sitting in a chair. I drive to work, okay? So already our society is kind of anti-body in that we're not doing a lot of manual labor that we used to be doing for many of us, okay? So we're not burning calories and stuff like that we normally would be, just doing work, gathering food, things like that. So again, the best thing I've done for myself is literally working out for about 45 minutes to an hour every day, getting your cardio in. That's going to release the tension in your body. That's going to get you more clear. Now, once you get your exercise down and your sleeping down, I would honestly start with sleeping. And don't make any self-judgments about yourself until you get your sleeping down, your exercise down, and your drinking under control. Okay? If you want to do some extra credit, after that, then that's when I would look into a simple meditation practice. If you're looking for a simple meditation practice, you could go to my website at realpeacenow.net. That's realpeacenow.net. I have a 3-video series there called Unlock Peace energy, and clarity. I've got at least one meditation technique there that you could learn. Because what meditation really is what I would call, I honestly just like calling it sitting. We're sitting quietly, and it's kind of like an active rest for your mind. So get your sleeping down, get your drinking, get your sleeping in order, get your exercise in order, try to get your eating in order, and there's plenty of resources online for that. Once you have that, try to just meditate 20 minutes a day. We want an even mind and we want a healthy body. Everything in your life will improve once you have that. Then when you begin to meditate, that's when we begin to help separate ourselves from our thoughts. We begin to kind of create this distance. My mentor used to tell me it's like when you turn off a fan. When a fan is spinning fully, and you've never seen a fan before, you would have no idea that there's blades there. You just kind of see this blur. Right now, we're thinking so much and we're so attached to our thoughts that we don't realize that our thoughts are in fact these things that are individual from us and they're separate from us. So that's what meditation does for you. So that's my advice for you as far as how do you take care of your body on the spiritual path. You are spirit. You are God. You are consciousness. And already when you are naturally healthy, that is going to be expressed through you clearly and naturally. Look at the birds. Look at the animals. Look at the amphibians. Look at the plants in their natural environment. They're so healthy. They're just, I'm not talking about the zoo. Those animals are beat up, okay? But look at how shiny and clear and vibrant the fish and the birds in nature are. Those are the beings that are getting sleep. They're in the natural rhythms, okay? Those are the beings that are eating natural foods, okay? Those are beautiful expressions of consciousness, right? All right, so once you get that dialed in, then you could get more into your meditation. But please remember, love is the truth of who you are. You don't need to do anything to your body to become self-realized, to be enlightened. You already are that. You just haven't realized that yet. So take care of your body and your mind to make your life easier, okay? Now, once again, if you'd like to learn more and help support my channel, you could go to realpeacenow.net for some free classes. And I am a spiritual medium, and you can book me for a private reading. We could possibly get in touch with your spirit guides. We could do a tarot card reading, and we could learn more. You could learn more about yourself that way as well. And you could find more information about that in the link to the description in this video. Thank you so much for being here. Peace.